This is the new Holden, powered to perform in great new style. Now with two completely new engines. The new 100 horsepower engine boosts Holden power by 33%. The new 115 horsepower engine boosts Holden power by 53%. And from both engines, more miles per gallon, too. New beauty, new elegance, new power-swept styling. New value throughout, yet still the lowest price six-cylinder car. Get behind the wheel of the new Holden.
That little added touch can make so much difference, even when you've got something as beautiful as this, the new Turbo Smooth Holden. You can add extra comfort and beauty to your new Holden with many sensible accessories from NASCO, the parts and accessories division of GMH. You add to your safety and comfort by fitting NASCO seat belts, now color mats to your upholstery. You add to your driving pleasure with an Air Chief car radio. NASCO Heater Demister gives you warm, clean air while you drive. But insist on NASCO accessories. They're designed especially for Holden by GMH engineers. Weather shield, sunshade, mud flaps, petrol locking cap, wheel trim rings, and many more. To get the most out of your new Holden, order NASCO accessories before you take delivery. NASCO accessories at your Holden dealers.
Now, a breathtaking, carefree new beauty. Stylish, exciting, daring to be different. It's the Holden Turana, the sporty new leader in the low-price field. Turana, the new name for the new one from GMH. Designed for excitement, style to be admired, beautifully new wherever you look, with youthful lines that say elegance in a brand new way. Turana, all new from its wide track and spacious interior to its stubby, sporty floor shift, or automatic if you prefer it. Escape. Escape to a new kind of motoring pleasure. All new Turana. Lean, lithe, lively. The personality car of 67. See for yourself just how much more sheer excitement Turana has to offer than any other car at the price. Turana, at your Holden dealer now.
It's the mark of the wild. The 5-liter V8. The mark of the car with more dash and drive than any car alive. 5-liter V8. A brawny brand new Holden with 210 horsepower just unleashed. V for its V8 engine. 5 for its big 5-liter capacity that gives a beef and get up and go you've never felt before. And to match its surging power, big new dual-circuit safety brakes. Holden with the big V8. You feel the throb of 210 horses under your toes. And as you sweep into a curve, you feel the positive control of wide track and perfect handling. Put your brand on one.
It's yours, all yours. Make it brilliantly, individually, dashingly, distinctively, beautifully yours.
The new generation Holden. All the new look things you want. And then GMH pours on the excitement with almost unlimited combinations of custom features you can choose from. Tape players, sunshades, new stylish wheel trims, 3 kinds of Air Chief radios, 2 kinds of heaters, your own air conditioning unit. Make yours an individual amongst the sleek new Holdens from the first exciting mile you drive. And when you add GMH-approved Holden accessories, they come on the same easy terms and generous warranty as your car. Let your Holden dealer show you how.
Make it yours, all yours.
There's a whisper on the wind, Monaro. There's a thunder down the street, Monaro. There's a full-coated door, there are 4 on the floor, and life is suddenly very Monaro. It's very Monaro this year.
Monaro by Holden, a Australia's first sports machine. The racy looks of a high-priced Continental rally car, but no fancy foreign price tag. 3 models: Monaro GTS, or GTS 327. Out to drive you wild. Wide, road-hugging track, super-tuned suspension, engines right up to a 250 horsepower V8, console, floor shift, manual or automatic, tachometer, and safety features all around you.
Monaro is going to be very Monaro this year.
Make him show you.
A great new feeling.
There's a great new feeling in Holden.
Of all the exciting hours you ever hope to drive, this is the feeling. In Kingswood sedans, in the new incomparable Premiers, in the new wagons, GMH engineers made 65 big changes to give you a great new feeling. Engines mounted on a new rubber-cushioned Y frame that isolates you from noise. Wheels wider apart to give you a new red carpet ride. Smoother gear changing. And little differences. Quieter brakes that need less pressure from your foot. A new exclusive wiper arm that gives you this much more clear vision. And biggest news of all, a new low-cost all-Australian V8 that brings V8 motoring within the reach of everyone.
There's a great new feeling in Holden.
In the future, now, in the new Monaro, just released. It gives you, now, what other cars wish they could. Like lines that get better looking every minute. Like a new optional all-Australian V8 engine with big, lazy power that drives these wider track wheels wherever you dare to go. Like soft, secure bucket seats and safety all around you. And much more. The new Monaro, imported straight from the future. Now's the time to go Monaro. Move ahead of your time. The new Monaro at your Holden dealer.
Products. Whatever you ask of them, you can count on more from Caltex, the money saver.
Wide wheels on a country road, a partnership that takes 3 of you so. There's you and your Holden, but you need more. That's what Castrol's for. So if you're looking for the feeling of running free and easy from Holden, you can take a tip. Make yours a Castrol partnership with GTX, the winning oil.
Hello, Kingswood. Hello, sea. Hello, fishermen. Don't chase after us. We're on our way. Running jet smooth. Jet smooth. Riding 4 coils. The wheels may bump, but we ride easy. Jet smooth. Holden has the guts to run all day. This 253 V8 gives you power you can trust, the strength to go, and go, and go.
It's a great way to move. The smooth flowing power of Holden.
One drive will prove it. Holden Kingswood, the great way to move.
For me, the shape that's simplest is the best.
Right.
What's the car that goes about looking like it just came out?
Holden.
Do you see it? What is it when a shape's so good that you just look and look?
Style.
They say it's even better when you drive it.
You know that's right.
I know, I want one. It's a strong living style, a whole fresh move. It's Holden. Yeah.
Holden Kingswood, the great way to move. Holden. The car that takes it easy anywhere you take it. Kingswood. You can bet your life on the 4-coil springs and win with a jet smooth ride. Jet smooth. You can treat it rough. That'll take it all. Holden gives you the power to move and the strength to go all day. It's a rough country. It's a Holden.
It's a great way to move. The strength and the power of Holden.
Put it to work. Holden Kingswood, the great way to move.
It's here, Tirana G-Pack. Tirana G-Pack means Go Pack. Equipped for go and show at a special price that saves you $294.
Tirana G-Pack. It's got a Holden 3300 6-cylinder engine.
With a sporty 4 on the floor.
Performance rear axle. Road-hugging wide wheels.
Fat radials and sure-stopping disc brakes.
Full firm bucket seats.
Tacho and sports steering wheel.
Special striping. Tirana G-Pack's got the lot.
But this is only half the story. Tirana G-Pack is $294 below normal retail with all these options. Yes, $294 off the normal price. This limited offer on Tirana G-Pack saves you $294.
Drive Tirana G-Pack at your Holden dealer today.
Commodore, a new Holden. So advanced it'll challenge all your ideas about Australian cars. Commodore, the finest expression yet of Holden's radial tune suspension for superb road handling, confidence and supreme safety in any driving situation. With power plants from 2.8 litres. New standards of ride comfort for the Australian car. A noticeably small turning circle for a car this size.
This is it. And this time I know it's for real.
New Holden Commodore in 3 exciting models. At your Holden dealers now.
This is it. And this time I know it's for real. This is it.
Presenting Commodore SLE, the ultimate Commodore. Especially comforting in summer storms, with air conditioning, power steering, automatic transmission, 4.2-litre engine, radial tune suspension, power disc brakes all round, cast alloy wheels, spacious interior designed for driving comfort. Appointed in rich velour with exceptional rear passenger room, stereo, FM, AM radio and cassette player, full equipment.
This is it. And this time I know it's for real.
Holden Commodore SLE. A new kind of car for Australia. At your Holden dealer now.
This is it. And this time I know it's for real. This is it.
Holden, Australia's ideal family car, gives you the maximum in sure, safe road holding and ease of steering. Both men and women drivers, but particularly women, will appreciate the way the graceful steering wheel is positioned to give the utmost steering comfort. Holden's steering system embodies recirculating ball bearings, replacing the friction of sliding contact between parts with a smooth rolling movement. Recirculating ball bearings in the steering box mean lighter, smoother steering, a feeling of positive control that takes the effort out of parking for even the slimmest wrists. Holden's magnificent road holding and ease of handling are the result of several important engineering improvements. Longer wheelbase, lower height, wider front track, a front suspension incorporating a stabilizer bar that really takes the roll out of corners. Watch how Holden performs as a GMH test driver subjects Holden to road holding and steering tests far beyond the demand of everyday use. Notice the absence of roll, the sure way Holden hugs the road. How swiftly and precisely you can handle a Holden when it's necessary. Why not let your dealer arrange for you to drive a Holden? To drive Holden yourself is to discover why, in economy, dependability, performance, styling, and comfort, you get more for your money in Holden, Australia's own car. The new Holden panel van. It hits a new high in panel van styling. Longer, lower lines give a new look of smartness and efficiency that'll be a wonderful advertisement for your business. The new styling is matched by other new features, including new ease of handling. The van's turning circle is only 36.5 feet, and with the new recirculating ball bearing steering, you can maneuver with almost effortless ease. New front suspension with stabilizer bar and longer 105-inch wheelbase gives superlative road holding. The load area is long and roomy, with doors to make loading easy in narrow spaces. And to speed your deliveries still further, Holden has new performance. The engine develops 70 gross brake horsepower, yet economy is as remarkable as ever. In every way, styling, ease of handling, performance, economy, you get more value in the new Holden, Australia's own panel van.
From the back of beyond rides lanky Jack with his stockman Bill beside him, and the black swan cries as it flies, as it flies. Oh, lanky Jack is riding, he's riding from west of nowhere to buy his very first car.
When you've got a country unlike any other in the world, that's how you've got to build your men. Everything that survives here has been searched out and shaped by the demands the country makes. This is the kind of territory where Holden has been proved. You can find it by the mile at the GMH Proving Ground. When you've got a country unlike any other in the world, that's how you've got to build your cars. On this long, hot, once-a-year ride, Jack Ma came to buy a car. It just had to be a Holden. On the properties out here, you'll find Holdens by the dozen, model after model from the very first Holden ever built. When you invest nearly $10 million in facilities for research and development and spend $1.5 million working hours a year on designing and testing, then you get a car that suits Australia better than any other. Here, here, or here. Pioneers like Jack Ma become pretty tough, self-reliant people. Pioneers like GMH produce dependable, well-proven products. Cars that are 100% Australian by design, and better for it.
To the back of beyond drives lanky Jack with his stockman Bill behind him, and the black swan cries as the long day dies. Oh, lanky Jack he's driving to west of nowhere. He's driving his very own car, driving Holden.
out at the dawn, and into your life comes Holden's Monaro, Australia's first sports machine. The one you see here it takes off. It's a beautiful feeling. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Monaro. When you see your Monaro for the first time, you notice the racy, swept-down styling of the rear deck, and so will others. With plenty of window for wide, safe vision, plenty of window to see and be seen. Now take a look at the side. No central pillar to spoil the line. Both front and back windows wind down to give your and D70 wide ovals on extra-wide rally wheels. A limited slip differential is part of the package. Three Monaros make the range. Monaro, Monaro GTS, and Monaro GTS 327. 3 models, 5 power plants. Your choice, up to 250 horsepower. Now's the time for you to go Monaro, the hottest brand going.
This is the new Australian automobile, designed and tested by General Motors Engineering Department under the direction of Mr. C.L. McEwen, Vice President in charge of engineering. It was developed especially for manufacture in Australia by General Motors Holden, whose staff had prepared a comprehensive commercial specification based on extensive surveys of the Australian automobile market, the available materials, production and operating costs, and the needs of the Australian motoring public. Here is the entrance to the General Motors Proving Ground at Milford, Michigan, where General Motors analyzes cars of every make. Cars of competitors, cars from Germany, Italy, France, England, and cars from factories only 30 miles away. The Proving Ground is a self-contained community, a weather bureau, repair shop, testing equipment, living quarters, and resident engineering offices, all devoted to establishing motor car facts. Experimental garages are maintained at the Proving Ground for the purpose of dismantling and analyzing all makes of cars. Separate facilities are provided for each General Motors automobile division for extensive tests on their own products. It is here that special testing equipment is attached to the car as it leaves for the track. Every test must be accompanied by a weather report, and General Motors maintains a complete official government weather bureau for accurate recording of temperatures and atmospheric conditions. A small electric generator is connected to the wheel you see attached to the rear of the Australian car. Accurate miles per hour are calculated from a voltmeter indicating the output of the generator. The fifth wheel checks the other 4. Operation of an automobile in America involves distances and terrain similar to that of Australia. And here, on the 1,268 acres of General Motors Proving Ground, are miles and miles of every known type of road. A place where engineers are unhindered by traffic regulations and tests are conducted without danger to the general public. This new Australian car has simplicity and beauty that does not require an excessive ornamentation. It is designed to accommodate 4 big men with plenty of leg, elbow, and headroom for complete relaxation. The wheelbase of the car is 103 inches, with an overall length of 170 and 5/8 inches, width 66 and 7/8 inches, and height 61 and 11/16 inches. The tread is 53 inches front and 54 inches rear. The car has a turning diameter of 37 feet. With the installation of an auxiliary steering wheel, the cars are made to follow a standard curved lane. A dial attached to the wheel indicates steering effort in pounds of force. Steering effort in the Australian car proved to be at a minimum. Here is a check on the results of a gasoline test. Reasonably high performance and fuel range are essential requirements. This is facilitated by the low curb weight of the car, which is 2,200 pounds. Brakes are tested by devices which tabulate driver's effort, by analysis of the linings, by photomicrographs of the drums, all for establishing facts about the all-important subject of safe stopping. There's a lot of momentum to a car traveling at top speed. 250 stops of this nature may be made by test cars in a single day's driving. The washboard road provides a test for stress in the springs. The Australian car passes over the famed Belgian block pavement on its way to one of the many special hills of the proving ground. This is at 27% grade. The car climbs 27 feet for every 100 feet of forward travel. A hill this steep is rarely encountered in ordinary driving conditions. And this six-cylinder valve and head engine literally lifts the car over the hilltop. The General Motors Speedway is the finest test track of its kind in the world. It is a specially designed speed loop nearly 4 miles in length. Each of the 4 lanes are properly banked for their rated speed. Here, vital statistics on car operation and performance are accumulated through continuous day and night driving. The Australian car takes to the high-speed lane for an engine performance test. It is powered by a 6-cylinder valve and head engine with a displacement of 132 1/2 cubic inches. It has a bore of 3 inches with a 3 1/8 inch stroke. The engine has an SAE rating of 21 6/10 horsepower, producing 54 brake horsepower at 4,000 revolutions per minute. There are 52 engine revolutions per minute for every mile per hour of road speed. The engine has a performance factor of 90 1/10 cubic feet per ton-mile and an economy factor of 119 7/10 cubic feet per car mile. Every year, General Motors manufactures hundreds of thousands of cars. Defects cannot always be found on a drafting board. Endurance cannot be calculated with a pencil and paper. These and many other factors are determined by one method: actual testing on the proving ground. From designing boards, from thorough research, and from rigorous and exacting tests made at the proving ground, General Motors Engineering, through commercial specifications supplied by the staff of General Motors Holden, have produced this new automobile for Australia.
One of Australia's newest industrial centres is Fisherman's Bend near Melbourne. Not so many years ago, a swamp. Now the centre of manufacture of Australia's first produced motor car, the Holden. Australia's Prime Minister, Mr. Chifley, is one of the first to inspect the completed model. Inside the 50-acre plant, equipped at the cost of millions, a milling machine planes both sides off the cylinder block at once. Engine assembly of the six-cylinder overhead valve 21.6 horsepower motor is only passed after rigorous tests to suit Australian conditions. And that's how she looks. The car whose appearance and general design had an element of secrecy for so long. Part of the modern picture of manufacture, a proving ground, where cars and components are checked under extreme conditions to make sure they fulfill the purpose of their design. The cars we drive need to stand up to rough conditions, but nothing we ask is likely to be as severe as the demands put on them at Lang Lang in Victoria. Until 15 years ago, we made no cars here. Today, more than 1 million of us drive Australian-made vehicles containing up to 99% of Australian materials and components.
Project V. An engineering code term. 2 words to embrace one of the most significant engineering projects carried out in Australia in recent times. It seems incongruous to use just 2 words to describe a massive project involving the expenditure of tens of millions of dollars. It was no easy undertaking, this Project V. A project which began 3 years before, when 14 men sat around a table to talk about the making of a motor car.
It has to be a timely and contemporary vehicle for the late 70s and early 80s.
I believe the consumer is telling us that he wants a car that is more maneuverable, easy to operate within the city, a little smaller on the outside, and yet I would not want to sacrifice anything in terms of interior room, particularly for driver and passenger comfort.
I believe that the
the exterior size is reduced enough so it will achieve the objectives that we're after? It just seems to me like that's about the size of car that we'd be looking at.
Well, yeah, I'd certainly agree that the V-car looks like a very attractive contemporary candidate for us here in Australia. It has to have a very Australian character, has to be proved for the Australian road system and developed and given an Australian theme or something that's very characteristic of the car.
Leo, I think you've done a great job. I think it'll sell beautifully.
It should be the final configuration now. We've tuned it and retuned it, and we've got everything just exactly the way we want it. I believe that the Australian public is gonna just eat it up enormously.
John, Leo, it's a very contemporary-looking car, very European character to it, and while the selected upper parts of the market go for this, is the broad base of the Australian consuming public gonna accept this car?
It'll be look right, and I'm sure we'll be able to price it just right.
But it's one thing to have a shape and ideas, another to have metal and hardware. Much work lies ahead.
Looks as though it's going to be all right on this panel then. Then we've got to follow on with the body side assemblies. Will they be okay as well?
They should be right. I'll get Rick, when he's just finished this part here at the back, that he'll be able to start probably Monday.
We're starting to receive a lot of the drawings now from the drawing office, and our objective...
The engineers begin their work.
We'll soon be starting to build our prototype vehicle. We need to make certain that we go through...
Their brief is simple. It is their job to give this new Australian car the highest possible mechanical standards.
I want this vehicle to be the most tested vehicle that's ever hit Australia.
Hundreds of tons of pressure and a sheet of steel becomes a panel for a motor car. Like the dozens of others that make up a single vehicle, it's subjected to exhaustive examination. The quality control is exacting. There cannot be a single blemish.
It's not too bad, first off.
Small one there, a little bit, but...
Yeah, the right is.
The first prototype of the new car starts out as little more than a collection of panels from the presses in the experimental shop. Slowly, methodically, a small team of highly skilled technicians works at the assembly. Although they have recourse to advanced machinery, the operation still exudes a hand-built air. There is no great assembly hall, no milling mass of workers. Just a small team of men making a car and learning the lessons which will later be applied to mass production. This is an important moment. A prototype car is physically taking shape. Up until now, the designers and engineers have seen only drawings, clay models, and fiberglass shapes. This will be a real car.
Well, there's something here I'd like to show you. Look,
that's been rectified now.
Well, look, there's another problem associated with this. Where these louvers are pierced, there's a slight
flooding the paint along the edge.
Yeah. John, do you think we could...
Quality control is a crucial consideration for any vehicle manufacturer. And while this prototype will live a seemingly simple existence, for others following, life is hard, and in some instances, brutally short.
The ignition switches are problematic.
Of all the tests paving the way to full production, this is the most spectacular and most expensive. This car is to end up against a concrete wall. It's a test that has to be carried out. The engineers need to know that the car meets their own standards and those of government agencies.
400 frames per second, which is 1/16 actual speed.
Body lines retained there.
The analysis is cold and calculating.
It's perhaps a little bit
The destruction generates little compassion among the engineers. They're solely interested in the car's ability to withstand the force of collision, a crucial safety consideration.
Most of that buckling in the roof appears to be due to the camera frames.
This is the underneath shot showing the powertrain and the chassis members.
Did that go right through to the rear axle, Fred?
It did.
Developing a new automobile is never a simple business. At the proving ground, skilled test drivers use special road surfaces to throw the V-car into wild gyrations to examine suspension behavior. They mercilessly flay transmissions by running full throttle and ramming the gears from forward to reverse without respite. Other tests are just as punishing. The drivers are probing for weak spots. They're trying to break the cars. They fail.
Well, this test here really shows what a car can do because it's very loose and muddy surface, and all you have to do is to very, very slightly correct the car and it follows you immediately. Well, I think, you know, you can take that car and you put it on a rally and you just drive it.
Some of the roads are rally standard, and worse.
This is the Belgian block road, typical of any proving ground, except that this is a little bit rougher than Milford's is. The car's still soaking it up extremely well.
6,000 kilometers of continual rough track operation is the attained target. Some other makes of cars fail similar tests after only a few hundred. V-car achieves its proving ground targets. And when the decision makers, the men who review the results and eventually order it into production, look at the cars, they have much to smile about.
It's very comfortable feeling when you sit in it.
Oh, and the seats, they hold you very nicely.
Particularly the back seat, I think.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole idea of the cord, you know, so that you don't slip around on it and stuff.
There is only one great test left. Public roads. From the outback to alpine country. V-car will run them all. Nothing will be left to chance. This is just one of many trips V-car makes to the high country. These conditions, cold operating temperatures, combined with roads featuring a variety of conditions from ice to slush, can't be simulated in the laboratory. V-car faces them all. During the public roads test program, V-car prototypes cover tens of thousands of kilometers. The roadside conferences, the field examinations of test data take place against a wide spectrum of backgrounds.
This is that's the bleed plate with the 4 slots. The 6 bleed has got 6 slots.
After the snow and ice of the high country, V-car faces the heat and dust of the outback. No Australian car has been tested this hard. The extensive program of readying V-car for the diversity of Australian conditions has been a vital requirement of the entire development program from the outset. V-car has been blooded, and blooded well. The 14 men meet again.
Our concept in deciding to design and develop this car for Australia seems to be borne out by your research, and it certainly seems to be very well substantiated by the work that Joe's engineers have done. So after years of detailed planning, testing, the whole organization giving everything it has, it's time to start the line running. So let's go.
As V-Car takes shape, it's the culmination of those tens of millions of dollars, those 3 years of design and development. The hard lessons learned at the drawing board, in the experimental shop, at the proving ground, and on forays onto isolated public roads. The lessons finally culminate in production. The slide ruling is well behind now. Like a well-oiled machine, the assembly line is the last piece in the gigantic jigsaw puzzle.
This job up here is job number 1, the very first job that we've produced off the assembly line here at Dandenong. Again, an 8VB model. We're currently looking at only 10 jobs a day as we come up into full volume, of course. And
Project V,
at that rate, we're getting a learning factor in with
the
our
engineering code term translated into reality.
I think the interiors,
Project V,
probably the most dramatic.
Holden, Commodore.
into left 9, to right 8, into right 7, very long left 9, 150, 100, turn left 4, into right 9, left 8, yep.
It's got so much sod that I was going to road sideways away from the crowd, stuff like this. I just loved it.
Into left 8, into right 8, into left 8, into left 9. Left 8. Yep, left 9, into left 7. Into right 8, into right 7.
I don't think I've driven on a piece of bitumen quite like it. It was like ice. It wasn't just wet road.
Into left 8. Into left. Good job.
You like that one? It's a bit of a surprise, really, for everyone that a car of that type, you know, large rear-wheel drive car, is really stitching up a lot of the four-wheel drive cars, a lot of the very exotic cars.
Up Mountain Straight is unleashed, 05. The rain comes down.
This is heart in your mouth stuff.
There is a big slide going through Shell Corner.
What a fascinating race.
The big rear tyres on this car makes life pretty easy.
Very terrifying moment. The Holden battle isn't over yet. Brock has come in.
These cars have crushed the opposition.
The two marvellous Monaros nose to tail.
What a race. The two Holden side by side, the Holden Monaros.
as its name suggests, it's a stylistic representation of that old 1953 icon, that F.J. Holden. The Corvette underbody has been stretched about 280 millimetres, hence the longer wheelbase, fiberglass body over top, runs airbag suspension with about 5 inches of travel. We can show it in its show condition, about 1 inch off the ground, timber floor, touchscreen operation for all the functionality. A lot of cool things in there. Even though it looks retro, there's a lot of technology involved.
A new station sedan, obviously.
Yes, oh yes.
Yeah. Have you always had a Holden?
Yes.
How's this one suited you?
Very well indeed.
Terrific.
Certainly
It's
is.
about the best car on the road.
That's the boy. How many have you had? Is this your first Holden?
No, third.
Your third?
Oh, yes.
Well, that speaks volumes. Well, you've just met yet another contented Holden owner. Over 920,000 of these have been sold since 1948. Holden is certainly Australia's own car.
Australian as they come, that's Holden.
Holden, you in my Holden. Life is simply divine. All the world is fair. I'm a millionaire on the road ahead. There's a happy sign. Holden, you in my Holden. You were meant to be mine. We will have a wedding, no regretting. Baby, ain't that fine? Now we can't expect all sunny weather. Troubles come, my dear, but as long as we're to travel together, we'll take them all in top gear. Holding you in my Holden. Life is simply sublime. I'll be holding you all life through when you're mine, oh mine. Now come on everybody, all together. Holding you in my Holden. Life is simply divine. All the world is fair. I'm a millionaire on the road ahead. There's a happy time. Holding you in my Holden. You were meant to be mine. We will have a wedding, no regretting. Baby, ain't that fine? Now we can't expect all sunny weather. Troubles come, my dear, but as long as we're to travel together, we'll take them all in top gear. Holding you in my Holden. Life is simply sublime. I'll be holding